It's week 4 of the NFL, and we'll see DJ Moore. He's coming off a week where he stuffed the stat sheet in both yards and touchdowns. It's the Bears and the Broncos coming up next.
Now from the great state of Illinois, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the second city of Chicago. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Chicago Bears. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Well, the Broncos offense gets set to go to work, and at the helm in his second season wearing orange and blue, Russell Wilson.
I loved his quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss. A man who was lost for the year in week 4 last season. Here's Javonte Williams. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The numbers on the ground for Williams a week ago. 16 carries, 5 yards past 100, and a touchdown.
I think he's exactly where he wants to be coming into a game, partner, because he has to still be riding the momentum from last week when he broke the century mark in rushing and had one of his best individual efforts of the season. I would expect that there's more from him on the way after that type of a game, and I know his teammates and coaches, they feel exactly the same way.
Now a first down carry, it's Williams. And he powers through the first lane, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage. You look at this Bears defense. Right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarter.
Taking it right down Broadway. He's still on his feet. Javonte Williams. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Javonte Williams with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are on the board first here this afternoon. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Velus Jones now from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So here come the Bears to take over on offense behind their 3rd-year quarterback, former Ohio State Buckeye Justin Fields. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. On play action, Fields. Targeting Moore, and he's got him on the crossing pattern. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 37-yard line. Fields throw here into the hands of Moore. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll fake the handoff, now Fields. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And he's got it. Touchdown Bears. DJ Moore with touchdown number 8 on the year. Opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Santos with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Denver Broncos back out there. Former Tar Heel Javonte Williams, we shine the spotlight on him.
First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the result.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Open man is the tight end, Troutman.
And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26.
On 4th down, Joseph Charlton on the punt.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Here's Jones on the return. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Bears take over.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. The long drive last time out for this offense, Charles, if you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
We can look at this Bronco defense.
This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll or chip away at their timing.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, right back to Herbert.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. The tackle there by Fabian Moreau.
The Bears hit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 28.
Play action. It's Fields.
This is caught. Touchdown.
Anthony Schwartz.
28 yards. And the Bears have taken the lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Up the middle, it's Williams. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Wilson.
He's got his target. That's complete.
A huge play there for Denver. 57 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
68 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Williams.
Stays on his feet. 10 more there and another 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
To throw is Wilson. Touchdown Broncos. Tim Patrick from 6 yards away.
And the Broncos are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Lutz good on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. That time a 6-play drive, and it ends with a Denver touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
No run back here for Jones, a touchback. The offense back out again, and there's the burner, Anthony Schwartz.
There's a lot of talk in training camp about him getting off to a hot start this year, saying that they needed that. Well, he's done it through the first month.
It kind of reminds me of one of those great musical groups where one person has their name out front, then they have the backups, right? He's the guy out front because the backups, they're doing what they're supposed to be doing. But we're going to the headliner each and every time. And that's not easily done because, you know, all the defenses are kicking towards him right now. That means he's fighting his way through traffic, finding ways to get open, even when he's not supposed to be.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 35-yard line.
And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete.
Touchdown Bears!
Anthony Schwartz
with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Bears have moved out in front.
Now the point after try for Santos. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Denver's offense now set to go. But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on. Both sides moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7.
Now it's Wilson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jaquan Brisker.
And the return stops at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. Got an open man, it's Schwartz.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears.
Anthony Schwartz
on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Santos with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. touchdown here. Santos to kick this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Javonte Williams and the rest of the Bronco offense back out onto the field.
He's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help, and I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big score, and sometimes your strategy is, okay, he can go ahead and have all of his points. Let's hold down to start scoring, quote-unquote, as he's been.
Yeah, and he's hoping to keep it close so maybe they can keep it on the... And now off to the races, down the right side. A huge play there for Denver, 48 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the...
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Open man, here's Schwartz, complete. Well, he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10.
A big play there just before halftime. 44 yards.
They'll run here with Herbert.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Khalil Herbert.
A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Bears will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
The offense getting set again. We spotlight Javonte Williams, the running back. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen, put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well.
Wilson.
This will be caught. Judy.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. This is first and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Eddie Jackson picks it.
And the Bears are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on first and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. First and goal, and you throw.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number. Back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well.
Hey, never mind, Monday.
Off play action, Fields.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
On second down, a run with Herbert.
They find some open field here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
73 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. On 1st and 10, it's Herbert.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Herbert once more.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and not get free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Out of the gun, Fields. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Herbert will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
To throw is Fields.
They'll roll him out right. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown.
Anthony Schwartz
from 4 yards out.
And the Bears take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Santos with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the 2nd half.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the 2nd half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
On 3rd down, Wilson.
And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down. On is the punter Charlton now as he's able to get this one away.
Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 15. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
He's going to have to hook up the Schwartz.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
On 1st down, Fields.
He finds his man complete. That's Schwartz. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Now it's Fields.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Herbert powering up the middle.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago.
Khalil Herbert
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bears Broncos have taken a 5-touchdown lead.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Denver Broncos back out there. Former Tar Heel Javonte Williams, we shine the spotlight on him.
He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the one touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the third quarter.
Williams going to get it again on second down. 118 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
I love football lingo and the evolution of it all. Nickel defense makes sense, right? Five defensive backs. But then you go to 6. What are you going to call that? And they call it a dive. A dive, which is just very simple for them. The math doesn't add up. But I know one thing. Offenses love to run against dime defenses. Typically, the bigger guys have an advantage against the smaller defensive backs when they're blocking downfield.
Yeah, we saw that advantage right there. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
Javonte Williams,
his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Broncos are able to claw one back.
Lutz with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Now a first down throw, Fields. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And the Broncos are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play.
So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. After the interception, here's Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Kyler Gordon picks it off, and the Bears are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 20-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Fields on first down.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain.
And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Well, they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Here's Wilson.
He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman.
That'll go for a gain of 7. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
3rd and 2, now Wilson.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Broncos first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Now Wilson. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. The former third-round pick, Justin Jones, bringing the lumber that time.
In motion goes Patrick. They'll fake the jet sweep, and instead give up the middle to Williams.
He's able to get 6, a nice pickup down to the 21. And this offense on third down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Throwing is Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Jervon Dexter
Brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Here's Wilson to throw. And my goodness, another interception.
And the Bears are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
Here's a give to Herbert. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. They'll go again with Herbert.
And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Here's Fields.
Rolling to his right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
They talk about built to run the football, whether you're calling it on design running plays or him breaking out into the open field after trying to pass the football. Justin Fields knows where the end zone is. 8 rushing touchdowns last season. Only Jalen Hurts had more.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time.